Direi che ci siamo. Ciao Corvi, ben ritrovati sul mio canale, sono tornato dal vostro Black, siamo
Holmes,
tornati
you
su Sherlock
simply have to face
Holmes
up to it. You need to have a serious discussion
e
with Kate
siamo
about her
appunto al caso di
origins. I
reazione a catena.
can't.
Scusate
No
se
more
non ho
excuses.
fatto più live
She will learn soon
o
enough that
video,
Alice
ma
is leaving.
ho iniziato il
This
lavoro di
utterly
nuovo, quindi ho
insignificant.
avuto un po'
She
di
will
cose da
not forgive you.
sistemare.
She does not need to
Adesso
know
dovrei
why.
No?
riprendere
So she
normalmente
will
con
blame you for
le
Alice's
live.
departure. Is that what you
Stasera
want?
alle
No!
9:30
I
ci
certainly...
sarà la prima live di
It's as Kate
Amnesia The
said.
Collection, che
You
l'ho
always do the
trovato
wrong thing where she's
scontato, ho
concerned.
già
Now
postato
look
tutto su
here.
Instagram,
I'll take care of
quindi alle
everything.
9:30 mi
Once we're
raccomando
back at
siateci
Baker's.
perché inizierò Amnesia.
Cabby, why have we stopped?
The road to the square is blocked, sir.
Why?
There's been a bad road accident.
Oh, splendid.
We'd better hurry. There may be injured who need help. He has stopped breathing. There's no heartbeat. His pupils are constricted, but they are moving. He is still alive. I must act quickly to save him. Thank goodness. This man will live.
Ok, perfetto.
Holmes, don't just stand there. Do something.
Ok.
I would have died if not for...
Can't lift it with my bare hands.
Ok.
Please! Help! Please! Help!
There are no wounds or injuries.
I'd better call for Watson.
I see no visible injuries. Perhaps I could use ammonia.
Oh, my head.
Don't worry, I'm okay.
Please, help!
Ah, che cazzo.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you for saving me.
Perhaps...
I need help.
Thanks for your help.
Please help me. My leg.
My name is Dr. Watson. Let me examine you. No bones appear to be broken.
It hurts.
There's some extreme bruising. I think that an improvised bandage will do for now. One moment, and I'll fetch what I need. Now, let me apply the bandage.
Thank you, Doctor. That feels better. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
Uno è morto però, porca miseria. Mannaggia.
Holmes, it appears the police have arrested someone. Perhaps it is the person responsible for this disaster.
Let me go. You're talking nonsense.
Insulting a police constable, eh? That's quite enough.
What's happening here, Constable?
Mr. Holmes, this gentleman here is the fellow who built the scaffolding which collapsed and caused this accident.
That ain't true.
How were you hurt?
This hammer hit me on the leg.
How?
It flew out from the scaffolding I put up. When the damn thing collapsed, the hammer flew out and cost me
You
leg.
were standing over there at the time.
Oh, aye. Yeah, that's right.
So it would not have been possible for him to bring the scaffolding down, Constable.
Perhaps it was poorly constructed.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. And what made it fall? Perhaps it was you, waving around that rotten stick of yours.
You'll wind up getting a taste of it if you carry on like this.
One moment, Constable. The scaffolding here has been entirely dislodged. It is unlikely that this disaster could have been the fault of this gentleman. Allow me to inspect the area, and if you could possibly be of use, close off the surrounding section. Do not grant anyone access, nor allow them to leave. Is that quite clear?
Absolutely, Mr. Holmes.
This
Bene.
accident is a little unusual. I need to concentrate on the details. I must include all the participants in the accident sequence.
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. A puddle of water and electricity. A deadly combination. This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident. The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. I won't be able to release it with my bare hands. That's it.
Ok.
An old sprung cart, which has seen better days. Good day to you, sir. Would you mind answering some questions? I'm investigating this accident. Are you the driver of this cart?
Yeah. I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market.
What can you tell me about the accident?
I don't know. There was a collision. I felt the ground. I come over all dizzy.
What did you collide with?
That contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden, and I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply?
No, no idea.
Those wardrobes fell like dominoes. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
This jaunting car would be capable of travelling at great speed. This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop. The driver is dead. He was killed by the explosion. This horse was blinded by the flag, causing it to bolt into the window. The overturned lamps may well have caused the fire and explosion. Celebratory bunting. A dead driver, another victim of the explosion. A common phaeton, an uncommon location. The rope holding the bunting was torn apart. A large section of it is now missing.
My poor leg.
This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it.
This is an absolute disaster.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident? Celebratory bunting.
Sbagliato tasto di nuovo.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Mi manca un indizio.
No, it wasn't like that. No, it wasn't like that. That's it. I believe I've enough information about this accident. Now let's recreate the sequence of events.
Allora, incominciamo la sequenza. Ok. Ok, allora, primo questo, poi questo, poi il lampione, questo, no.
It wasn't like that.
Ah, quindi questo dopo. Allora, quindi questo, no, questo,
No, it wasn't like that.
con quell'aggeggio davanti a me si è fermato all'improvviso e ho cercato di evitarlo, ma non sono stato abbastanza veloce. Ok, quindi
No, it wasn't like that.
non era così. Come cazzo è da... Allora, fammici pensare. Oh, che cazzo. Ah. Allora, così, cos'ha? Mm. Allora, io direi che questo è il primo e poi questo è il secondo. Poi c'è questo, 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 questo e c'è la prima vittima. Poi questo, questo, questo e questo.
That's it.
Oh,
The
bella.
technical cab's sudden halt caused this disaster, but the lamppost fell down afterwards. So why did the cab stop? The tattoo. This man was killed by electricity, as shown by the distinct mark on it. This man was armed with a revolver. Webley, I suspect.
What a bloody carnage!
There's a metal strapping. Rasco. Yes, I know him. He's a small-time local criminal. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent. Some kind of solvent. A piece of fabric. A pneumatic hammer. Mud. Oof. Smells bad. This crank has been turned. A piece of fabric. Some. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
I've not seen a traffic accident like this before.
The pumpkins fell here after the sprung cart collided.
What a bloody carnage!
Mr. Holmes?
My poor leg.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Some kind of solvent. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent. The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
Boh.
This cab was painted recently. There is some text underneath the paint here. Could be important. I'll need to find a way to remove this fresh paint.
Insolvente.
Underground Electric Railways Company of London.
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
Mr. Holmes?
There is some electrical wiring here beneath the manhole.
Perfetto.
I've not seen such a device before.
Che due coglioni, che due coglioni. Ah, okay.
The electrical charge which affected the technical cab came from here.
Fumo sull'acqua. Le donne ora sono autorizzate a fumare in pubblico, ha dichiarato la corte. Oggi il magistrato Arco ha stabilito che non è più un crimine per una donna fumare in un'area pubblica almeno a Londra. Ha poi proceduto ad assorbire Maria Thompson e Custer ed Elsie Watkin, tre signore arrestate per aver fumato a Trafalgar Square.
A single glass containing traces of alcohol. An open bottle of cheap wine.
I've not seen a traffic accident like this, but...
Mr. Holmes?
A single...
What a bloody carnage!
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
My poor leg. Mr. Holmes?
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you
Ma
can't.
che
Go away.
cazzo, questo non vuole parlare. Dai, adesso ci per forza qualcosa qua, dai. Vedi.
I can see the technical cab very well from here.
Ah, alleluia.
Holmes, I was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind. This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're the murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh yes, a murder and an accident, because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what, Holmes?
The culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police. Now I see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map.
My poor leg.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. No, it wasn't like that. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. No, it wasn't like that. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Che palle. Però
No, it wasn't like that.
non c'entra niente, mi sa.
That's it.
Così.
Constable, I suspect 3 people here. Take them to Scotland Yard for questioning.
As long as I don't leave empty-handed, all's good and well.
I know that look, Holmes. Have you found something new?
That's right. In order to trap the cab, the killer must have known the precise route it would take. Or even, that could suggest the cab must have set out not far from here, in this very street, perhaps.
Remarkable. Holmes, I'm terribly sorry, but I must go to the hospital now to help tend to the wounded.
I understand, Watson.
But don't forget our earlier discussion. About Kate.
Ok, mo devo andare a Scotland Yard, quindi.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, we have a slight problem.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise I,
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?
A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 Der Mord, with a bookmark. This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett.
Se devi far saltare in aria mezzo continente e provocare un bagno di sangue per distruggere i barbari, può essere giudicato senza scrupoli e coscienza. Chiunque non sia felice di sacrificare la propria vita per l'onore di aver sterminato 1 milione di barbari non è un vero repubblicano, non fa una piega. Che perspicace.
Electrical wires.
Caro signor Garrett, siamo tenuti a comunicarle che nonostante le sue espropriazioni è ancora in debito di una considerevole somma di denaro. La preghiamo di mettersi in contatto al più presto con il nostro servizio pagamenti, altrimenti saremo obbligati a coinvolgere la polizia in questa spiacevole faccenda. Signor direttore finanziario Banca d'Inghilterra. Ok, questo va a debiti.
Whiskey. Of poor quality. Murad. Quite a popular brand of cigarette. My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith. Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulated.
Benjamin, figlio mio, sarei infinitamente felice se potessi unirti a me e collaborazione al nostro banchetto di carità, che si svolgerà domenica dopo la messa. La tua benevolenza scalda il cuore, e io so di poter contare su di te. Ricordo come iniziò la tua vita di peccato, come poi ti sei sentito rifiutato e solo al mondo, e il modo in cui sei diventato un criminale. Ma hai trovato dentro di te la forza per cambiare, sei diventato un uomo buono, il nostro Signore avrà pietà di te. Sarò sempre felice di vederti nella nostra chiesa, figliolo. Che Dio ti benedica, Pastore Gordon.
Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets. This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new.
Le sue ripetute assenze aggravate dai suoi ritardi sul lavoro non possono più essere tollerati. Lei è responsabile di vari gravi errori che i suoi colleghi sono stati costretti a risolvere. Ci dispiace per l'attuale situazione, in quanto lei è sempre stato un impiegato esemplare. Comprendiamo la difficoltà relativa alla sua situazione personale, ma se non riuscirà a correggere la sua condotta nell'immediato saremo obbligati a licenziare i dirigenti Underway Electric Railways Company of London.
Reginald Butcher had problems with his job. The initials MB.
Signor Bucci, abbiamo una splendida notizia da darle. La preghiamo di organizzarsi per visitare al più presto l'ospedale e concludere la questione. PS, le sue condizioni sono stabili. Dottor Matthew Smith, creato Holmes Street Hospital, Londra.
This letter from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact address.
Ok.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
Allora, Benjamin Faro è un uomo sulla quarantina, è un manovale, lavora alle costruzioni della statua nella piazza. Questo spiega la sua presenza sulla scena dell'incidente che gli ha causato una ferita alla gamba. Il signor Faro ha un tatuaggio di un cane, simbolo di una banda, che cerca di nascondere le unghie gialle indicano che è un fumatore incallito, è un uomo religioso.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council. I swear it.
Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it. I swear.
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No. It was a long time ago. I already forgot. I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective and you understand me, so please let me go. I know nothing, I swear...
Yes, you swear it, I know.
Allora. Ok, per adesso questi indizi ce li abbiamo.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett. Why am I here?
You are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
Allora, Thomas Keller è una persona aggressiva che porta un simbolo anarchico, disprezza la polizia e molto probabilmente le autorità in generale, è evidente che è povero, e i suoi indumenti sono vecchi e sdruciti. Il signor Garrett sputa dalla saliva nera quando tossisce, sintomo di silicosi, Garrett è malato, una bruciatura sul dito rivela che lavora con l'elettricità. Ok.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes, I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How do you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes. I teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Quindi, ma dove è andato quell'altro? All'ospedale per la sua malattia, almeno così credeva. Allora,
I'm apparently in the children's ward. Mr. Reginald Butcher, I come from Scotland Yard. Might we talk?
All right, but not too loudly. She's finally asleep.
Is she your daughter?
My pretty little Meryl. She's very ill. Now look, I'm sorry I ran, but I had to see Dr. Blowberry today, and the policeman wouldn't listen.
Don't worry. I understand now.
Preciso. Affanculo. Sposato e un impiegato per avere presto a causa della malattia della figlia, che ama immensamente. Le sue scarpe brillano. Sono state appena pulite. Preferisce costosi. Non può permettersi solo di seconda mano. Se uno ama sua figlia non si un bruciare infantile per dimostrare il suo affetto.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Butcher?
I work at the office of the Underground Electric Railways Company.
Then you must be familiar with electrical devices.
I am indeed. Why do you ask?
It is of no consequence, but tell me, what are the reasons behind the problems you're experiencing at work?
Problems? What do you mean?
You have already received a written warning.
Yes. I'm often late to work. My boss doesn't understand my situation. It's difficult since my daughter became ill.
I see. Coincidentally, we found one of your company's cabs in the square where the accident occurred.
Really? Why was it there?
I have no idea. Do you?
No. But a week ago we had a technical cab stolen, along with its tools. Do you think that could be the one?
It's possible. Mr. Butcher's wife.
Signor Boccia conferma che siamo disposti a prenderci cura di suo figlio nel nostro ospedale. Lei si farà carico della spesa di viaggio, ovviamente con tutte le necessarie precauzioni, considerate le delicate condizioni di suo figlio. Inoltre dovrà pagare le spese di alloggio e l'assistenza medica. Non possiamo indicare il costo finale in questa lettera, poiché dipenderà dalle condizioni di suo figlio, ma devo avvisarla che la somma potrebbe essere elevata. Il dottor Keo Medi, University Hospital a Stoccolma.
Admission file at Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm. A young woman lost her life. Merrill Butcher. Can she be cured?
It'll take a long time, but I'm confident that we'll win this fight. I can't bear to think otherwise.
Yes, it's probably just a question of money.
What are you talking about? It's a question of willpower, and my daughter will win.
I do hope so. Although the treatment at the Karolinska University Hospital is very expensive.
Yeah, it's our only hope. Thanks to the good Dr. Blowberry, she finally has a bed. We're going out next week. It's our last chance. Do you have children?
Yes. I have a daughter too.
We'd sacrifice our lives for our children, would we not?
Yes. Of course, yes.
Mm.
This is an absolute disaster.
Mud. Oof. Smells bad. Fresh paint, but from something else. There was a collision here. The technical cab collided and stopped here. The lock was forced.
Complotto e nidi di serpenti. Nei quartieri di St. Victor, durante la demolizione di una vecchia casa, i muratori hanno scoperto un nido di serpenti con un centinaio di tiri striscianti. Questi rettili vivevano in fondo a un pozzo da tempo, prosciugato. In mezzo a questo nido di serpenti c'era lo scheletro di un bambino, gettato probabilmente nel pozzo alla sua morte. Sorprendentemente lo scheletro in questione era ancora in possesso di una cartella in pelle rossa, praticamente disintegrata, salvo per una striscia di carta leggibile che diceva "non rivelare la trama".
A trail of mud goes through the entire room. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no... There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no... workshop. Say... Mud. Oof, smells bad. It looks as though the carpet was placed here intentionally. An old access point to the sewers.
Lo sapevo che avevo sbagliato strada, lo sapevo. Dai. No. No, Muoviti. Muoviti. Oh, muoviti. Che cazzo. Se lo alzo di mezzo dovrei farcela.
A red powder. Given the circumstances, most probably iron oxide. Or just rust. Magnesium strips. Metal powder. Looks like aluminium. So, it was the goal of Rasco's gang to rob the bank. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. An old map of the sewers with a red cross. This vault belongs to the Bank of England. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have... The iron wall of the vault has been melted through. Still warm.
Esamina mappa. Quella è l'acqua. Quei barili e tutto. Ok. Noi siamo qui, quindi devo tornare indietro. Ok, ho capito.
These barrels are empty and unsealed. All of the licorice has been eaten.
La liquirizia.
This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. Murad, quite a popular brand of cigarette. The tobacco's aroma is still strong. It's sweet and nutty. Metal rings. They're used to hold the barrel in one piece. A banknote. Dry, so it hasn't been here very long. The thieves used these barrels for the loot, which they then threw into the water. I need to warn Lestrade about this.
Ok, allora. Dobbiamo andare a Scotland Yard. Comincio a prepararmi per andare al lavoro.
Where is this inspector?
It's a mistake, I swear it. I shouldn't be here.
Condemn me to death. That's your job, after all.
Murad, quite a popular brand of cigarette. Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets. This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new.
Allora. Delle vittime dei sospetti. Le vittime dei sospetti.
This is an absolute disaster.
It looks as though the carpet was... An old access point to the sewers.
Meryl's asleep.
Meryl...
Mm.
Release him, please.
Can I
He's
help
not
you, Mr.
guilty.
Holmes? Calm down, dear.
Hey, mister, let me out. I'm innocent.
Ah, sono lì, ma baffa in bagno.
The belongings of the victims. Rasco and his acolyte. A Webley revolver. Rasco is fond of licorice. Huh. The licorice was found both at the sewers and amongst Rasco's belongings. A police report about Rasco. He's only a minor criminal.
Un freddo vincente, noto anche come Rasco, capo di una piccola banda locale in cui i membri si identificano attraverso il loro stupido comune un tatuaggio di un cane. La banda è stata coinvolta in frequenti episodi di violenza, rapine, borseggi, eccetera.
A standard deck of playing cards. A normal pocket knife.
Ok. Anche perché ha detto che darebbe la vita per sua figlia, quindi...
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Butcher, say goodbye to your daughter. We are arresting you for robbery and murder.
What? You can't do that. What'll happen to my girl?
You should have thought about that.
You monster. Even if it were true, what would a bank's money be worth against the life of a child? I love you, Meryl.
Murder is never proof of love. Now please, come with us.
Mi sa che non è lui allora. Non è lui. Allora, se non è lui...
Thomas Garrett, we are arresting you for the double murder of Rasco and his accomplice in addition to the bank robbery.
Bravo! Case closed. Exactly what the bourgeoisie in power expects from you. Don't bother to look any further.
Well, if you have a solid alibi, I should like to hear it.
What for? Small people such as us are eternal victims of a corrupted justice. Do your duty then, lackey.
Allora è lui.
Mr. Fowler, you assisted Rasco in robbing the bank and then you killed him to keep the money for yourself. You are under arrest.
What? But it's not true. I never killed anyone. I swear it.
Sì, accetto. Ok ragazzi, io direi di chiudere qui la live anche perché devo andare al lavoro, spero che questa live vi sia piaciuta, vi ricordo di iscrivervi al canale se non siete ancora iscritti, lasciatemi un bel like e un commento, mi raccomando, dal vostro Black. Per ora è tutto, ci vediamo stasera come un'amnesia, ciao corvi, a presto.